Greetings. It's time for the October edition of Getting Around with the Professor. And yes, I look like hell. Those of you who are friended with me on Facebook possibly already know that there was nothing this week as far as tournaments in this part of the countryside. So I decided to attend the annual conference of the Pennsylvania Historical Association, which, even though I'm the retired professor, and managed to take a nosedive into the concrete by tripping over my own feet. So not only do I look like hell, but I'm told I sound a little bit different. But hey, the show must go on, so let's get to it because there is something going on each of the next 4 weeks. This coming weekend, as to say the 22nd of October, is the 11th annual Ronnie Bean Classic, which is a tournament taking place in Laconia, New Hampshire, which is about halfway up New Hampshire. And this is named after, obviously, Ronnie Bean, who is or was the son of longtime puller Harry Bean. Ronnie had died some years ago of cancer, and Ronnie's wife, Debbie, also just passed away recently, same cause. And so the proceeds of this is for charity. The proceeds of this are going to the Beth Israel Cancer Center. I should add also that I was at the New England's last week, and they mentioned that Harry is in really bad way, also with cancer, was put in intensive care last week and has been in and out of an induced coma. And so if you are the sort of individual that believes in the efficacy of prayer, you might want to put in a good word for Harry. But as to the tournament itself, as I say, this has been going on for better than a decade. It's a combination that, well, they have both the open and the amateur open, women, kids in various weight classes. And the probably what it's actually quite inexpensive. As I say, the proceeds are going to charity. Might want to take a look at this. $20 for the first arm, 15 for additional, and kids are $5. So as I say, that's in Laconia this coming weekend. The weekend following that, which is say the 29th, Halloween weekend, there are two Halloween events going on that I know of. The one that I will be going to is one called Ghouls, Grippin, and Rippin, which is in Mechanicsville, Maryland. Should be a pretty good one. In fact, the fact that I'm actually going to it is, I really want to be there. But this is taking place about less than 10 miles from where I spent about the 3 worst months of my actually my employment life. I taught briefly in Maryland when I was back in K-12, teaching at Margaret Brent Middle School, which one winter, which was absolutely hellish, did not work out at all. And so, quite frankly, if you were in the Margaret Brent Middle School in 7th grade in 1979 or 1980, I'm probably hoping you don't show up at the tournament. Not that you would. But at any event, should be a good one. This is $20 per arm, amateur, semi-pro, and pro. This is the first year that TJ Foley is doing anything other than open, which we've been begging for because I do poorly enough in amateur, let alone in pro. But we'll be those three, actually 6 classes in each of those, starting at 145. And so up to 145. So those of you lightweights that are basically embittered by having to show up somewhere where it starts at 176 might want to take in this one. This is at a place called, let's see, what is it called here? Of course, I thought I had it written down here. Maybe I don't. But at any event, it's right smack on the water in Mechanicsville, and has a look at the menu and has, of course, crabs all over the place, as one would expect for something on the waterfront in southern Maryland. In any event, so that is, and also costumes are optional at that if you want to get dressed up. Also, costumes are optional for the other Halloween event, which is called Halloween Havoc, at a place called the Sandbar, which is in Erie, Pennsylvania. They indicated on this one that there will be a Halloween party immediately following. This one has novice, amateur, pro, and masters, and also both men and women, pulling in that one. And haven't really been able to find anything on the menu of that place. So if you were interested in that, although the reviews say that they do have a nice selection of rather cold beer. Anyway, Halloween Havoc at Sandbar in Erie, Pennsylvania, also on the 29th. The week following that, on November 5th, there is an Arnold qualifier at the Signature Fitness in Belleville, New Jersey. This is where High Five does their practicing. And in fact, some of you may know that may have been to High Five, had a seminar with Devin Larrett there several weeks back at the same location. Leonard Harkness and Denise Waddles are basically running this particular event. They will have open and amateurs both right and left. Once again, starting at 154. For those of you that want to, basically the lightweights are looking for something there, working way up, of course, up to super. Ladies open, 2 classes there, breaking at 143. Masters 3 classes, Grandmasters 3 classes. In this case, Masters being 40 plus, Grandmasters being 50 plus as far as age, and that one is $40 per arm. And as I say, that is an Arnold qualifier. The top 4, as you know, Arnold's is basically right arm. So the top 4 qualifier winners in both the men's and the Masters in right arm will qualify to go to the Arnold in the spring of 2023. So that is basically it for the 5th. The week following that, the 12th, couple interesting things here. 98, in conjunction with James Reed and his folks, are going to be running something in Easton, Pennsylvania, at the Riverside Bar and Grill. I say in Easton, actually, on the Delaware, several miles north of Easton, Pennsylvania. This is the same location where 98 ran a event with practice and a number of challenge matches back on the 27th of August. Really nice, nice bar there, nice location along the Delaware. That one will have the men's, women's, masters, amateurs, semi-pro, pro, and masters. I'm not sure what the age is for that one. In masters, $30 for the first arm, $25 for each additional arm. That will include some cash payouts, at that one as well. And so, as I say, that will be the 12th. Triple double, meaning that the Masters and the Open will be triple elimination, and the amateur will be double elimination. So if you are pulling Open, pulling Pro, or Masters, which has been described as just old pros, that will be, basically have 3 chances before you, end up out on that one. Also, let's see, on the 12th, at the other end of our general viewing area, is a charity tournament for the benefit of the Kiwanis. There's a fundraiser for the Kiwanis, run by the East Ohio people in East Liverpool, Ohio. That one will have men's, novice, amateur, and open. The amateur and novice 4 classes starting at, 165. Open will have 6 classes starting at 154. And those are both right and left arm. They'll also have, for the women, right arm only, and that's men's. All the men's classes $30 an arm. The ladies $20 an arm, and also kids up to age less than 17, which is $10 an arm. They also have at least 4 challenge matches at that one, which I will not call a super match because I understand some people object to calling challenge matches super matches unless you're really super. Although, quite frankly, some of the folks at that I think would certainly qualify for the the super description. But as I say, that's East Liverpool, Ohio, on the 12th of November. So at the moment, I don't know anything the week following that. This is about all I'm going to describe in this particular session in detail. There are a few things, coming up in, December that I'm hearing about. There's a tournament out in Beaver, Ohio, which is a small town in South Central Ohio. My understanding is that Josh Grant is going to be running something in I believe in Massachusetts. That's where he's from, for charity, although I don't have any details on that. And Dave Baracco has also indicated that he may run another one of his practices in Maryland, in the Baltimore area, also sometime in December. Also, 2023 is starting to fill in, as you'll see on the list, which, as usual, is attached in the discussion below this video. And so we'll have a number of things that are filling in there that are listed all the way up to the first 6 months of the year. One thing that is not listed because it's sort of out of our area, but maybe of interest to some of you, is that the my Stamina Challenge match, which had to be postponed with Hunter Welch back in September when I landed in a hospital out in Kansas, has been rescheduled for the 14th of January. So, I know I'm expecting to see some folks down there that normally I wouldn't get to, see at various tournaments. That'll be in Greensboro, North Carolina. But anyway, that will take care of the situation for now. And so I hope to see you at one or more of the events coming up.